What is this? What does it mean? Hello my friends, and welcome to a new weekly vlog. So let's just jump right into the reading plans, the plans for this week, all of that stuff. So I'm still currently reading Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. I've read like 40 pages in the last week. I'm not doing so well. I do think part of my problem was just jumping right into this book, not really remembering what happened in King of Scars. I remembered like bigger things, but a lot of the characters and a lot of like the political stuff, it completely left my brain. So the first chapter of this book, I was like, what's going on? Who are you? What's happening? But I feel like chapters 2 and 3 kind of give a good recap of what was going on with all the different characters, and now I feel a little bit better going into this and reading a little bit more, so I'm hoping to read more of this week. I would love to finish it this week, but this is kind of a big book. I think this is one of Leigh Bardugo's biggest book, if not her biggest book. Yeah, it's almost 600 pages, so that's pretty large for Leigh Bardugo. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it this week, but I'm going to try and make some progress. And something else I wanted to just quickly mention is Notion. I started using this kind of towards the end of last week's vlog. I mentioned that I started a Notion and I'm obsessed with it. I feel like it's not quite what I want it to look like necessarily, but I have like so many things that I find that I can organize, and it's just been super helpful already, and I've been using it for like 3 days and I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna go to like my YouTube section and see what I need to get done today, and I'm loving it. I highly recommend if you are someone who likes being organized and having a place to plan like everything in your life just in one place, and also making it cute, because that's a big seller point with me. So yeah, I'm gonna go and work on some YouTube stuff, some editing, some voiceovers, some things like that. And yeah, welcome to a new weekly vlog. Howdy! I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I don't even know if I've talked since the intro. I feel like this vlog has been a lot of b-roll, so hello. So a couple days ago, I ended up starting a new K-drama. I started the K-drama Romance is a Bonus book, and I've watched 3 episodes and I'm already really enjoying it. I've already cried like twice, like full on sobbed last night. And for what? I don't know. Like there really was no reason for me to be sobbing the way that I was sobbing last night, but I was. I don't know what it is about K-dramas, but they just get me, I guess. I don't know. In like episode 1, I was crying because he looked at her. Like the main guy looked at the girl. She was eating rice and he was just looking at her and I was crying. So I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah, I've been watching and enjoying that. I also started a new book last night. I started The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And I'm still reading Rule of Wolves. I just kind of put it on pause so that I could read The Midnight Library because it is the April book pick for the 20-something book club, which is a book club hosted by my friends Casey and Bafalda. So when my hold came in, I was like, okay, the live show's in like 2 days. I gotta get reading. But the good thing is that it's not a very long book. It's less than 300 pages and the chapters are pretty short. And it's really interesting, like the whole concept, so I feel like I'm going to be able to finish it in time for the live show. So yeah, I didn't like DNF Rule of Wolves or anything. I'm just putting it on pause for now so that I can read The Midnight Library in time for the live show. Then we'll go back to Rule of Wolves. I don't actually know if I've really talked about my thoughts on Rule of Wolves so far. I think I'm like 50 pages in, and I'm liking it more now. I feel like the first chapter I was just like thrown into this character's perspective and I was like, who are you? What's going on? I don't remember anything from King of Scars. But then like the next couple of chapters kind of caught me up onto what the characters were doing and everything that kind of was happening. Some of the political stuff I'm still like not really remembering, but like it's kind of there. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I just am putting it on hold for now so I can read the Midnight Library in time for Casey and Bafalda's live show. So yeah, I think I'm going to be spending the day working on some YouTube stuff, editing, captioning videos, doing all that fun stuff. And I also think my sister is coming over and we're doing some crafts, so that'll be fun. And yeah, that is my day, and I hope you guys are going to have or are having a good day as well. All right, hello. I have just kind of got done filming my April wrap up. I mean, I finished it like a little while ago. I've been trying to take pictures for a new profile picture on like YouTube and across like my socials and stuff, and I'm not liking any of them, but maybe someday I will get a picture I like. I'm just really sick of staring at the one that I have, so we're working on it. But now it's a little past 2 and I haven't had lunch yet, so I think I'm gonna go and do that. I think I'm gonna go and start making my lunch and we'll chat about the Midnight Library while I do that. All right, this might be in the way, so apologies, but I think for lunch I'm gonna have some yogurt, some fruit with some honey, and I actually have non-fat yogurt, which doesn't taste very good. So I mix in honey into the yogurt and then put more honey on top. It's probably too much honey, but mind your business. So I finished the Midnight Library yesterday. The live show that was for the 20-something book club was yesterday, and the world is just against me seeing book club live shows because I either can't make them at all or I can only see a part of them. So I don't know why the world is against me seeing book club live shows, but that's fine. I did see like 20 minutes of it, but I finished that and I gave it 4 stars. I just talked about it in my wrap up, so like the last thing I want to do right now is talk about it again. But I did really like the Midnight Library. I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if I already said that. I think a lot of the discussions with like having regrets in life and like how to feel better about doing things the way you did them. I really liked a lot of those discussions. I definitely think there were some things that were discussed that I don't know how I feel about them, but I'll have my April wrap up linked below in case you want to hear more of my thoughts. My brain has it stopped working. Every time I film a wrap up, my brain is just like, okay, that's enough thinking for one day. So yeah, I think that's really it. That's the only thing I've really done. I've been reading. I've been watching more of my K-drama that I started. Romance is a Bonus Book. I think I watched episode 6 last night, I think, and I'm really enjoying Romance is a Bonus Book. I don't know why, but it's like making me sob every episode, and I'm like, what's the reason? It's not that sad. To be fair, I haven't cried every episode, but I've cried at few, and I really don't know why, because like there's a couple of things. It's not even like that emotional. I'm just soft, I guess. But alright, I think I'm just gonna focus on making my lunch because me trying to talk and do something at the same time is very difficult. So I'm gonna do this and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright friends, it is now Sunday and I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I've just been spending the day reading Rule of Wolves. I'm now up to page 176, so I am making some progress and I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm just going to be spending the rest of the night reading, probably watching more of my K-drama, you know the drill. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!